it goes sometimes.
Yep. And for our next match, making his way to the blue corner, Zane Al-Saadi. Another one of our fighters coming here from VFit Martial Arts, House of Champions in Arlington, Texas. And this gym coming all the way from that southern state, looking to make it 3-0 here on the evening.
Yeah, this should be a really good one. Both of these fighters coming in, bring it. So this is my first time seeing Zane Al-Saadi. Like you said, he's fighting out of Arlington, Texas. We had quite a few guys on the out of Texas on the card tonight. As we always talk about, with traditional Muay Thai, the ceiling of the ring.
It's such an important tradition, you know, and you can tell the athletes who really have that dedication to the tradition and heritage in the sport. Sealing the ring is absolutely one of those traditions, and it's good to see the respect for the history of the sport here tonight.
100%. You know, it's a very, very old tradition. It's been going around for a long time. And a lot of promotions kind of remove that. So I'm glad to see it here at PFA.
And making his way to the red corner, Na'im McPherson. Now, Na'im is a fighter I have been very excited to see here. Seems to be some technical issues with his walkout music. Na'im McPherson at PFA 2, unfortunately had his opponent pull out very last second. Couldn't get a fight for PFA 3, but he is back here tonight at PFA 4, looking to put on a show against Zane Al-Saadi.
Na'im's mom is here in the front row. She didn't get to see him fight last time, as his opponent didn't make weight. So it's very good to see her be able to see Na'im in the ring tonight.
169 pounds, a leading of the champion, Arlington, Texas, the former
Dragon Snake MMA is another really good gym out here.
Correct.
166.6 pounds,
Na'im McPherson versus Zane Al-Saadi. And I'll tell you, when I was talking to these guys yesterday and looking over the details, this is penned as one of my potential fight of the night series. So I am absolutely excited to see the action we have here.
Na'im comes ready for business. No intro song. No emotions in the corner before the fight. Ready to let it go.
Looking to counter early off those low kicks from Al-Saadi.
Very, very precise, very powerful, very quick in Na'im here.
You can see the power in his punches on just the first couple he's thrown. That is a strong man in there.
Very calm and collected. Nice fighters exchange kicks there.
You notice, I haven't seen much offense from Al-Saadi other than the leg kicks early, and Na'im seems to be keen to those, countering with that right hand just about every time.
Na'im is the bigger fighter here, and he's actually able to use that size to his advantage here in this fight. He's been kind of pushing him around the ring, kind of owning the ring to his own, or making the ring his own, I should say.
Absolutely. And it looks like there may be an issue with McPherson's toe right there. He reached down and grabbed it and seems to be poking up there a little bit off of his right foot.
His toe?
He might have been there. Let's see how that affects him moving forward.
I've noticed a change in his demeanor. He's not pressing forward as much either.
No.
I wonder if that's going to be an issue. We'll have to pay attention to that.
Something to keep an eye on as this fight moves forward. Oh,
Nice.
beautiful counter right hand from Na'im there. I believe that was more of an off-balance shot there, not a knockdown.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave that in the hand of the judges there.
We are commentating, not judging or refereeing, so let's do that. Beautiful hands. Oh, beautiful shots there from McPherson. He landed with some
Al-Saadi-
force there. Might change entering the second round after maybe his primary game plan not quite working how he thought it might.
Right. I mean, like I said, Na'im was very, very controlling of the ring. He had Saadi in positions that he was more of an advantage for him. And like I said, he dictated that first round.
Absolutely. As we said earlier, we are not judges, but if we had to guess, I would say Na'im took that first round, and excited to see the adjustments. Saidi comes in with the second.
Could have been scored a knockdown. All right.
Round
Getting
number
ready
2.
for the start of round 2.
Here we go.
Saadi looks ready. Pushing towards that middle. Looks like he's about to bring it. Let's see what the corner told him.
Touch of gloves, nice teep off the bat. And massive head kick there by Al-Saadi. Caught by McPherson. Didn't seem to bother him too much, but I think it served him well to start bringing those kicks up. You know, he's been doing the work for low kicks. Start changing that target.
Referee just warned Na'im about holding.
Another off-balancing strike there from McPherson. Oh, beautiful right hand there. I'd like to see.
Saadi came out trying to keep his distance.
Yes, I'd like to see Al-Saadi go back to that head kick, because not only is it dangerous, but it forces your opponent to keep that right hand at home to block it, because you are not eating a flush head kick and getting away with it.
And that right hand of Na'im's is very dangerous.
It is. There's another head kick there.
And like you said, even if it doesn't land, it keeps him honest.
It does, 100%.
Na'im's coach.
And tremendous corner work. Tremendous corner work from Na'im's corner. They're shouting out instructions, and he is on cue, landing those strikes they're calling for. And I think that's a big reason why he's having so much success here.
I'd like to see Saadi keep his hands a little bit more tighter. It seems like Na'im is squeezing in between those two gloves of his.
And you know, this is common defense you see with taller fighters, the kind of what we call tall man's defense. It's kind of just leaning back from strikes. When you get a longer opponent like Na'im, you can only lean back so far and you still eat those shots on the chin.
Hey, you gotta mess around and get a backbreaker. Nice movement by Saadi. He has to keep his head off center.
Exactly.
He has to keep his head off
You
center.
cannot move your head forward and back. You've got to move it side to side.
Right.
Big shots there from
Especially with
McPherson.
Na'im swinging straights the way he is.
Oh my goodness. Straight
Good
hooks.
round.
He's landing everything there.
Who do you give that round to?
You know, I've got to say McPherson again. You know, Al-Saadi, he looked a little bit better. He looked to be mixing up the strikes. Like I said, like those head kicks a lot. But, you know, Na'im was pushing him up against the fence, landing that big boxing. Shots to the body, shots to the head. I think that Zane's going to need a finish here in the third round if he wants to pull this one out.
I got it 2 rounds and none as well on the scorecard. Na'im is dictating where he wants to be in the ring. And he also, it seemed like he was able to counter what Al-Saadi tried to change up in round 2. Seemed like he was trying to dictate the fight, trying to dictate where it went, and he wasn't able to do that.
And that's what really creates a good fighter. You know, it's not just the adjustments, it's the adjustments to the adjustments.
Correct.
How do you change your game plan, even if they're successful, to what your opponent might be doing next? And that's what we're seeing here tonight with Na'im McPherson. Round number 3. Here we go in the PFA.
Excuse me, I forget his name at the moment, but I love the manager, the coach over there at Dragon's Sake MMA. He always uses the last bit of time to make sure he's giving his fighters the greatest instruction he can.
That's a veteran move right there.
Passion.
Oh, big head kick there thrown by
Saeed
Na'im.
trying to keep those feet up, trying to create that barrier, keep him at distance.
Nice low kick there.
Nice way to use your feet.
Oh, big right hand.
We talked about it earlier in rounds 2 and 3. I mean, 1 and 2. Keep his head off center.
Exactly. And especially with how much weight Na'im throws into every shot, you're not going to escape that just by moving backwards.
Correct. And for those viewers out there that don't understand what that means, we're just talking about how, like Gilbert said, leaning back, leaning forward. We want to see more side-to-side movement so straight right hands aren't finding that target so often.
And the side-to-side movement will create angles for your own offense so you can counter effectively as opposed to leaning backwards, being off balance onto your back foot.
Right. And Al-Saadi's had some success in his counter game today.
But again, it just comes down to Na'im dictating the pace, where the fight's taking place, and really coming through with those strong hands. Oh, what a knockdown by Na'im with a strong right hand. That landed about as flush as you can get right there, and that is about as legitimate of an 8 count as you can ask for there.
Again, head on center. He's catching them every time with it. He just swings it right down the pipe, and it's getting in there every single time. Let's see how he handles this. It's been a lot. How does he do?
Nice job going to the body there by Na'im.
Nice head kick. Keep movement.
10 seconds left. And that will be the end of this 3-round contest between Na'im McPherson and Zane Al-Saadi. That was some tremendous action right there.
Great performance by both fighters.
And although I see Na'im winning this fight,
McPherson there in row 1.
I do want to give credit to Zane Al-Saadi there. He made adjustments. It may not have worked, but he was willing to change the game plan as the fight progressed and try new things, which, hey, that just shows you're willing to grow and adjust as a fighter, and I'm sure that'll lead to success for him down the road, even if this fight doesn't go his way tonight.
Like we talked about earlier, man, it really comes down to having a great coach in your corner, a great cornerman, giving you those instructions, telling you how to adjust. Because, you know, being in the ring and sitting on the side of the ring, it's 2 different points of view.
100%. And, you know, on that coaching note, while we don't know much about the gym, B-Fit, House of Champions in Arlington, they came in here from Texas, have went 2-1 tonight so far, so you got to think he's got great training partners and great coaches back there in Texas. It's going to help him learn and grow from this experience.
I will say Arlington's been very vocal tonight. Their cornermen have been in the game as well.
And Na'im McPherson securing the unanimous decision from the judges, 30-26, meaning he did score a 10-8 round in there, assuming it was off that knockdown in the 3rd round. And what a night for Na'im McPherson, you know. We spoke earlier, had some struggles, couldn't get on the last card.